Hey guys, I'm Remy, founder of Max Out Your Gym, and today I'm introduce yourself real quick.
Yay! Hi, I'm Terha Watterson. I'm the creator and founder of 28 Days to Activate, an online mind-body fitness program, and also the owner of the awesome Loveland Athletic Club in Loveland, Colorado.
Yeah. So you have a gym, and you're a
Yep.
gym owner, right? And also you do online personal training.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start with a quick, interview about the results you got with the Max Out Your Gym program, right? It's gonna be a quick testimonial, but then after, I want us to give a free training for gym owners and personal trainers and speak about the importance of mindset coaching, because actually that's what you do a lot,
Yes.
and that's why your
Absolutely.
program, especially your online program, and both actually, what you do with the gym and your online program.
Yeah.
It's very unique because you focus heavily on mindset, right? So
Yep.
let's get started with like a quick interview, so that we can speak about the results you got with Max Out Your Gym, and then we'll continue with the free training. Sounds good?
Yes. Yeah.
So tell us.
So one of the biggest things, and we titled this mentoring, right? And the mindset. Really the biggest thing, it's like, and I have to ask everybody, like, do you want to save yourself time, or do you want to spend hours and hours and hours and hours of your time and energy trying to do something that Remy, and myself in my industry, we've already done. So before, I knew I was looking for a way to obviously like grow the gym at the time. And when I came across Remy's program, because I have 8 years of personal development like history, I knew that this was it. But I will tell you, I was blown away, because I too create programs, at the amount of time and energy of what is built into what Remy is teaching us, him and his team, because it literally saved me hours of my own work, learning from what he already did and what works. Remy, how long, were you doing that? Like creating this program, in case people don't know?
2.5 years.
2.5 years. So for me, I have numerous testimonials. I know Remy and I are going to do another video, but for the sake of today, the power of mentorship and what I got is, it literally is my time valuable? Yes. As a gym owner, is your time valuable? Only you know that. And if you can get a program like this that saves you 2.5 years, did you learn so much of what didn't work, Remy?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean,
Right?
at the beginning,
Yeah.
when I started, I failed a lot, but now I exactly know what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, and a direct result, the training that was in the videos, just one module alone for me, I'm going to tell you, I had already spent over 20 hours 20 hours, not exaggerating, with ClickFunnels and trying to figure it all by myself. And then when I plugged into the program, and one module alone did everything that took me all those hours, and it was done in 1 hour. So for me, it's like that shout out of, do you want to save yourself time? And we have to practice what we preach. When you get a client who comes in the gym and they say, hey, I need to lose 30 pounds, right? And you tell them about this program you have for them, and they go, oh, I'm going to do it on my own.
Yeah, I know. I just need to cut on carbs and to work out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys know in your mind, you're like, oh my God, do you realize if you work through my program, my training, you could get the results you're looking at in a month, 3 months, 6 months, instead of just this back and forth. So it's the same thing with this program. Remy is the trainer. He's gone through, he knows what works, he knows what doesn't. So this saved me a bunch of time. And I was really blessed with with the online. I will say, just to shout out for myself, it's so much more than personal training online. And your inspiration too, the way Remy gives value, and I love our mentorship group, the mastermind group, the calls are so powerful. We provide a full program. We want the clients to get a full result. Just workouts, as you guys know, aren't enough. They have to change the way they think about themselves, and they have to change what they're eating as well for a true overall result that's going to stick. So with the packaging and the program, and them getting mindset training, getting all of this. You helped me. You were the first person, and I knew I needed mentorship. I didn't want to go on this road alone. You were the first one that helped me tie it all together. I'm selling my program for 3 times now when I first started, thanks to Remy, because I built value and I learned it in your training. It would have probably taken me a year to get to where I'm at now if I had not had the program and the training, a period, and hundreds of hours of my time. But you guys, I applied what we do in the gym. They need a trainer. They need a mentor. And it's up to you. How fast do you really want to hit your business goals? Because if you have business goals, you can choose. Do you want to be that person to do it on your own? Or do you want to be the person who learns from someone who already went there, right?
Mm-hmm. And, myself and my team members, we worked every day, all day on developing systems, on finding marketing strategies, sales strategies, mindset strategies, also system on how to save you more time by automating some of the processes or by delegating to maybe a virtual assistant or to like a general manager, etc., etc. We do that all day, right? You are also busy managing your own business. We stay busy just to develop all of those systems so that you're not so busy anymore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's incredible and it's invaluable. Like I said, and having the honor to work with you, like again, when I get a 1-hour session with you, I get more done. I recently, part of my program and business model for those of you coaches out there, I have the mind-body transformation, mindset training, exercises, meal plan. But then at the end now, I have a retreat. And I caught myself, I didn't know how to set things up on the back end. And Remy, again, so thankful for you and the team. I scheduled a meeting with Remy. In how long was that call? 20 minutes. He helped me set up everything I needed to take the payment. I had ladies waiting to pay. Like, again, I'm blessed, applied, I burned the boats, I got all in. But you saved me in my time and energy within a 20-minute time period, actually. That's how quick that one was, to help me set stuff up in the back end. So you just look at it. How much time do you want to spend on your own, or do you just want to get someone who's been there and done it and help you do it so you can get to your goal faster?
Yeah, the truth is that you can find a way to do it on your own, but you might need to find a YouTube video, and that YouTube video is going to send you to a blog article, and then you're going to read another blog article, and then you're not gonna give up, and you're gonna try another a week later, and then and here you go, just to do one thing, you lost a month maybe, right?
Yep,
Where when
absolutely.
you get coaching or mentoring, consulting, well, you're unlocked right away, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna share my screen real quick, Terha.
Yeah.
Could you please tell us what this is? Can you see my
screen? Awesome. Yes. So, like I said, for full wellness for people, my clients are all over the country, and what I realize is that human connection is such a game changer. So we did a 2.5-day retreat in Loveland, Colorado, and I had 20 women fly in from all over the country, and we just got to do life together. It was a game changer, and again, as a business model, it was a freaking awesome way to produce more income, but also still get the connection with my clients to help them keep going long term. And then that's my book. So I created and designed my workbook for the mindset training. It's already done. So they get that workbook when they go through the program, and it was just published. Yay. Whoop, whoop.
Yay, congratulations. And so you got 20 women, right, that came to Colorado. Yep. You were saying earlier that you are charging now 3x what you used to charge. How much are you charging now for your program?
So what's cool, and again, the mind, it's just your insight of what works, period. We call it mindset, and a lot of people go, what is that? Here's the deal, it's your thoughts. It's just what you think. And I built my mindset training. Originally, I was charging like $97 for it. And this is a program I've learned, like Remy, it took me 1.5 years to perfect it. I've never been more proud of anything and never known more solidly that something works. But I spent 1.5 years in developing this. When I first started out, I would charge $97 for it. right? But then after getting in your program and seeing how I could create a package, a full complete package, I now do that for 600 actually.
Great. And I believe that you could charge even more, right?
Well,
We
and
have some
remember,
of
that's a short term. I'm now building a monthly membership for $39 to $77 and then up to $240 a month for them to continue on. So that 600 is just the activation. It's just them getting started. And then they have follow-up plans to choose from for retention. Yeah.
The more value you add to your program, the more bulletproof it becomes. And what does that mean, having a bulletproof program? It means that, let's say that you have 100 members, you know, doing your program, 100 or 100 clients, we would say, so that it's true for both the online business and the gym. 100 clients, right? Going into your joining your program, 100 of them get the body and the life transformation. That's what a bulletproof system is, right? So the more we add, the more value we add, the more bulletproof it becomes. And now it's not hours of fitness that you're selling. It's not nutrition coaching or meal plans that you're selling. Now it's the transformation that you're selling. It's like, yeah, just this tiny amount of money, you will get the transformation for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. You will get the
for
transformation.
sure.
So now you 100%. Sell the
100%.
transformation.
Yeah. And that's what I love for you guys who are in the group. I mean, man, those calls are so important. My favorite thing is the energy. All of you guys, you know, yeah, we're going to get the money and that is extremely important, but I can feel from all of you, you're about the true life change. That's like your fulfillment. That's why we're in this industry. When I first met Chris, I love how he had said something I was thinking, we should be making as much as doctors, right? And we're saving lives before they get to a bad point. But we got to be smart about business. And you have a choice to learn from someone who's done it. A really big thing for, you know, and again, if this is you guys on the call, or you guys considering jumping on the program, right now, personal development, if you've read articles and documents and all this, that is the next wave. Call it personal development, call it mindset, call it whatever. But that is the wave of where the gym industry is going. Like studies are showing big box gyms are coming up, right? So us as smaller business owners, what are we going to do that's going to define us that we're different? And it might just seem crazy to some of you might already feel it, but when you can implement and call it life coaching, you guys become the outstanding person in your field. You become something so unique that nobody has. And there's a reason that you're connected here with Remy. And like I said, there's so many ways to do it. I've done it. I'm working with other gym owners implementing the mindset in their program. And I can already see I'm saving them thousands of hours of pain by giving them what I've already done. But ride the wave and expand your business.
For sure. Here I'm sharing my screen just to illustrate what you just mentioned.
Yeah.
If you help them with, you know, the coaching, if you help them, you know, at the gym and you coach them at the gym, well, you help them with their actions that they are taking, actions that they are taking at the gym, right? But actually, people do not take action if they do not believe in a potential. So potential, right? And you need to believe in that potential. It's all about the belief. And so you have belief in that potential, and then you take action, and then you get results, and then it reinforces your belief, so that then you have a bigger potential, and then you take bigger action, and etc., and then it becomes a virtual cycle. But if you only help them with that, it's not enough. Actually, we need to help them with their belief. So that's the mindset part.
Yeah, it's big. There's a full cycle, but again, it starts with their mindset and their training. And you know, for you guys, again, gym owners out there, what's your belief at how long it's going to take you to hit your goal, right? I mean, hearing this example today, it's not a coincidence. Do you want to be that person who wants to do it all by yourself, or do you want to be someone who is just going to learn from somebody who's already done it? I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And that was part of why I actually, you know, seeing Max Out Your Gym, one, I was totally drawn to the mindset part because I knew, and that's not in any other program that I looked at. It's all about the how. But I've tried the how before. Like my husband and I with the gym, we did all these different spotty ads. It just got us something. And I'm like, I'm done with that. So the idea of maxing out your gym, perfect name, draws you in. But then when you get that mindset about the type of attitude to have, the type of beliefs, right? Remy's already trained you on that. So you've gotten better results. But now change your belief on how long it should take you to hit your goal. Plug in, do your one-on-ones with Remy, and like get stuff done. Like freaking just go.
Yeah.
Stop wasting
Because,
time trying to figure it out when you have someone there to help you.
yeah. I'm teaching you guys, you know, personal trainers, gym owners, on how to have a bulletproof system. I am building my own bulletproof system too. I want my program to be bulletproof. 100 gym owners, 1,000 gym owners, 10,000 gym owners go into my
Yes.
program. Everyone is successful, right? So if you only provide information, it's not enough, right? If you only provide one-on-one consulting, might not be enough. It's also good to provide some group coaching calls so that you listen to the questions that other students might have. And then you're like, oh yeah, that's a good question. I should listen to that.
That's I love, Remy, the group coaching. So for my follow-up program, whether they're at the club or not, when they start into my monthly memberships, I have an evergreen group phone call now. You know, they're paying XYZ a month, and every month I have the call, and I've trained my coaches on how to do those video calls. But man, the feedback already, you guys are connecting into someone's life, right? And creating community, because often you're a solution. Often people feel alone. And you guys have all seen it when they go through the challenge, what do they do next? And providing a once a week video group phone call has been one of the most powerful things. That's literally how all these women that came to this one specific retreat, and they had seen each other on video, they get to meet, but it's the point of community that you actually provide. That's another very unique thing that regular gyms, you know, aren't providing or taking advantage of yet, but is that type of community when it connects them outside the gym, and they're, you know, at night, it's 1 hour call, they can hop on, get filled up, it keeps them going on the journey. But then what they're paying for each month is so valuable, because who's doing that? And you guys learned from Remy how to do it. You experience it every Tuesday. Just a side note.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have your own mindset coaching program.
Yeah.
Tell us why it's so important, and then tell us why, and tell us how you structured it. I believe that teaching someone how to squat is actually the easy stuff.
Right.
But motivating and inspiring someone to actually come to the gym so that then they can squat is actually the hard stuff.
Yes,
right?
Exactly. So it was 3 years ago. My whole life, I had been fit and healthy. I had a great, incredible personal development company, call it life coaching, whatever. But I was in personal development, and some things happened where I had major life changes, and I got depressed. Things didn't work out with some of the people I was working with. I had to resign, and I got depressed. I gained 35 pounds, and I even still owned the gym at this time. And here's the deal. I was too embarrassed to even go work out at my own gym. When I finally got through that, I started asking myself, how many people out there are so messed up in their minds that they can't even come to the gym? Like Remy was saying, teaching someone is fine. They've already gotten in there. So I literally took all the years of the personal development that I had, but I specifically modeled it for people who need to and want to change their bodies, right? Lose the weight. If they're recovering from a surgery, they had depression, had a baby. I started from there. And what I saw is that going to the gym 2 or 3 times a week was not enough for them to even start fully feeling better. I don't know if you guys have coached a client before, you're seeing them twice a week. You don't see them for a while. They come back and you feel like you're starting at ground one. Kind of like the example, you train a client on Friday, they go out and party all freaking weekend. They come in on Monday, they're like, oh, right? So this is, I mean, really in-depth stuff of experiencing, and I knew how the brain works. They need consistency every day. This might blow some people's mind, but it's consistency over intensity that gives the body and the mind momentum to keep going and allows for a true transformation. So a one-on-one life coaching session or motivational speech with your client, no offense, doesn't help them, because when they go home, they're faced with everything else. You know, and I'm not knocking if anybody's doing that, you had like the right intention, but they have how many other hours in the week that they get bombarded with everything else. So I saw that they needed consistency every day, and it had to be doable. What do our clients tell us? They don't have time. So when I set up the challenge, I said, do you have 15 minutes, 5 days a week? Who can say no to that? Yeah. So I challenge them. I want you to walk or get on the elliptical or do the bike 5 days a week for 15 minutes. And I custom designed each audio to fit right in that slot. Then when I do end up seeing them, their mind's in a whole nother level because they have renewed thinking. And I will give you an insight into the first week of my program has to do with a psychologist called Maxwell Maltz. And he realized, if you guys have heard of him, shout out. Like, he realized that clients and people have an image in their mind. It's not what they see in the mirror. So if a woman sees herself as fat and her whole life, her family said, you're going to be just like your Aunt Kathy, you're fat, or it's in your DNA, you're big boned. She has this mental picture in her mind. This is advanced mindset training, but it's real. I have seen it. You guys have seen it, but maybe not realize what was going on. This is why they lose the weight and go back, because the image in their mind is that they're fat. So I literally transform their self-image in their mind through these audios, and that's just the first week. But we have to set them up to win and know it's doable. You want to give them videos, you want to give them audios, you want to coach them. It has to be within a time frame that's doable for them. People don't usually carve out hours. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Thank you.
So, and then each one builds on itself, but it's basically, you know, it's like a 1 month mind activation, get their head in the game. And the results I've seen have been astronomical. I mean, by far better than I could have imagined, but I made it doable for them.
That's awesome. So, and do you know how many clients you've been able to attract with that new program and with the Mike Saturgin program also? So
I started, again, I was doing it in the gym, but I literally did my official quote unquote launch in June. I've had over 20, like anywhere between 18 to 20 clients each month. So I've had over 60 clients in the last 3 months. And I will say, I didn't have your training my first month. So I did a lot more work to get clients. Now, like my last run actually filled up quick. I had 16 people, but then I turned on what Remy had helped me with. And honestly, I mean, learn from my advice. I tried to do a little bit of on my own. I was like, I don't want to bother Remy. And I screwed up the first time. I accidentally had ads posting all over. I should have just called Remy. But even from those ads, I got 4 clients. It cost me, I think I spent $80 in ad spend. I got 4 people, and that was when I was charging $400. So I still made $1,600, and I got those clients in a few days to fill up my program. My old max was 20. I maxed out my platform. So now I upped my platform, and I can do 40 now to 100 clients a month, which will ultimately be my goal. I know how I'm going to do that.
So you got 60 new clients, but were you running the ads all the time?
No, I just did it to fill in my gaps as I was doing the program, but I just got the clients when I needed them. Yeah.
When you wanted more, you were able to have more. And then actually you were pausing your ads, right?
Yeah, just turn it on. So yeah.
It's not like we couldn't generate more than those 60 new clients that you have. But you
Oh,
wanted 60,
totally.
you wanted 60, right?
20 was my max to start. I had to assure, this is where I was testing and getting I had testimonials from the gym, but I needed testimonials for my online program.
Mhm.
So I kept it at 20 just so I could really keep in touch with my ladies on
Mhm.
the program and really make sure I got the testimonials. So 20 was
Awesome.
my max. And when I just needed those extra few, I turned it on, I got
Right.
them, and it was golden.
So here we didn't max out your gym, but we did max out your online business, right?
I have to send you the picture. It says, you are full. You need to contact the supervisor to find out how. And I was like, yeah, but wait a minute. I have more people to add. So, and I know
So,
that's also from being in the energy with the group. You guys, it's collective. Napoleon Hill talks about the mastermind, which is what Remy has created for us, and you can create more together. Is it a coincidence that I maxed out my online program within 2 months of being plugged into the group? It's not. Some people might think it is, but it's not. When I maxed it out, I was like, sweet, that's the whole goal, right? And now we just need to level up.
yeah, yeah. Now you just need to maybe work on your delivery by having maybe more coaches, right? And also
Yeah,
maybe, yeah, just more coaches so that you can
yep,
deliver. But
yeah.
then you won't be as maxed out, and then you can scale up, right?
Exactly. That's the point I'm working on now is scaling it up. So that's the next level. And then the goal will be with my next one, because I haven't even done another official launch yet, because from what I did before, I got what I needed. So over the next few weeks, when school starts again, we're looking at doing a full out launch, and we're going to actually be offering a hybrid program at the club. So what I found when I ran my first ads is there was some women who weren't comfortable enough coming to the gym yet. So because of my program, I had an opportunity. Remy, when we did run some ads before, I think when Jacob had scheduled like 5 appointments, 3 of those women said, this sounds great, but right, and they had an excuse. So Jacob said, talk to Terha, and all 3 of those women took the online option. So if you
Yeah,
have an at-home, just to get them started, because now those women are coming into the gym. Does that make sense?
yeah.
But you guys as a small business owner have the opportunity to create whatever offers and solutions. And if you have a 30-day get started at home workout plan for those women who are too uncomfortable, it's a game changer. Because then we had 100% close on those 5 appointments. And if I hadn't had my little at-home program, which is all set up, it's all done, we would have lost, that again at the time, I think it was 400. So $1,200 in business would have been non-existent. And
Mhm.
that's a really nice extra income when you didn't even see it coming,
Yeah, for sure.
right?
So you made the 36K, right? 60 clients like $600. That's 36K. You
In
could
my
have made
first,
more.
well, in my first rounds, remember I was doing it for cheaper. And that
Oh,
I
okay.
was like, I gotta up my prices, right?
Okay.
It was me, that was the learning, but it was you that helped me do that. I honestly
Mhm.
probably would have gone, oh, $200, I literally, but I had started it like the month before I got on with you. So I went from that cheaper price to then now this last round at full 600 plus the income from the retreat. I did do a few giveaways for people, but again, it was working with the group and being with you guys and getting that confirmation. I can charge more for this, that now going forward, it's no less than 600, period.
Yeah, for sure. We
Yeah.
have some other Max Out Your Gym students that have an online business. They are charging $1,000, or
Yeah.
we have one charging $8,000.
Yeah.
$1,000, right?
Yeah.
So at 600, yeah, that's a minimum.
Yeah, I'm going to level up. I'm just going to keep going. But
Mhm. So now,
this program gave me that faith to up my prices because I was pioneering it basically.
yeah. So now
Yeah.
you have a new belief in your new potential, right? We were speaking about
Yeah.
that earlier.
And
Like
now
now
my
you.
testimonials are built up. I'm not beating myself up that I charged that amount in the beginning because as you know, the testimonials are invaluable. So
Yeah.
all those ladies got a result, and now I have all these testimonials. When people are seeing them, now they see the value. So it all worked out really good. But yeah, we just, keep leveling up, get that confidence, belief, and, just build.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So do you know how much income you generated? Therefore, since at the beginning you were not at the sorry at the
You know
600.
what? That's so cool because I have a meeting with my new finance coordinator. I hired someone to help me with all my income because I
Okay.
had it coming in 3 direct places. So
US
even
account.
say like, you know, the last one 20, the last one before 20 before with 400, my retreat, so however how much that was, and then the retreat, I gave away 2, so 18 times 400. But so what is that? Because and I have to tell you, I'm really thankful it's coming in, but my, I needed an assistant. So that's what I hired
Yeah,
and got to help me manage all that. But whatever those
yeah,
numbers are, that's the minimum. And I did a little more than that. Hmm.
gotcha.
What
But
is it? You got to
it was
tell me.
it was was that?
Said, what is it? You got to tell me. So 18 and then plus 20. So even say 38 at 400. And it was more, but
So was it 18 times 400?
yeah. And then for the others on the last run, 400 times 20.
Then 400 times 20, that's 8,000.
And then plus the 18. And that was just with 2 separate runs.
And then 18 times 600, you mean?
Times, well, so sorry, I'm getting mixed up. So 400 for the retreat. I'm charging 600 now. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Like now I'm charging 600. I've gone up every time.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
So we don't know quite well how much you generated, but
I have to.
what's good though is that well, you did a lot of money, but what's good to know is that it was not the sales and marketing system that was limiting that income. It was actually the delivery. It was because you were too busy, you were maxed out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Good.
What would you tell to other gym owners or personal trainers that are considering an online business or a gym or a hybrid? What would
Yeah.
you tell to those owners when they're like, oh yeah, but the cost of the Max Actual Gym system is a bit high? What would you tell
You
them?
know, that's exactly, and I'm so glad that you asked that. You know, and I was even at the point, you guys, I got to be real. I had to work out payments with Remy. So I'm sure, I know he has that opportunity as well, but this is the thing. How bad and where's your business at? How bad do you want to get it to that next level? Because you have to look at when your clients come in the gym and they're not willing to pay you for training, doesn't it kind of just get you? When you know that they're hurting, and if you're hurting, your business is at a place that's not going good, or you're tired of where it's at, you want to level up, you have to invest in that mentorship. It's non-negotiable unless you don't care if your goal is, if you want to keep living your life right now and you keep running your gym the same way for the next year, fine. But if you really seriously want results and your time is now and you're ready for that change, you have to invest in yourself just like they need to invest into a trainer to get the result. It's just a matter of how quick you want to go. And if you want to stay where you're at for the next year, try it on your own. If you want to get next level results in the next 2-3 months, then listen to someone who's done it and take that plunge, make the payments. You do whatever it takes. If that person came to you and their doctor said, go, like I had a client, the doctor said, put your affairs in order or go to the gym. And she was like, oh my God. So is your business like close to dying, or is it totally like flatlined, right? And you need that revival. You have no choice. You find the money if you're willing to get the result. And if your client's life depended on it, their health, they're going to find the money to get a trainer. You guys have seen it. So it's the same concept with you. Save yourself time, save yourself the energy, make the payments, pay it out front, whatever works, but learn from someone who spent 2.5 years figuring out what works and what doesn't, so you can save yourself a lot and hit your goals way faster. Way faster. Yeah.
Great, thank you. What else would you say to gym owners? I know that you only had half an hour. Should we wrap it up now? What else would you
Yeah,
like to
I do have to
mention?
get jamming. I'm excited. I'm speaking at a retreat pretty soon again. But yeah, so you guys just keep going. Take advantage. If you value your time, get the mentorship because it will save you hours of struggle. Listen to someone who's done it. That's the basic training in my program. You have to listen to someone who's been where you're at and is where you want to be. And that's exactly what the program provides, to just save yourself some time and just get your business where you want it to be and where you want it to go. So Remy, I'm so thankful. I know we have another call later too. And again, what I get done with him in 1 hour would take me dozens if I didn't have that help. So thank you. And for what you do and your passion, beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's amazing.
Thank you, Terha.
Yeah.
And let's not forget, gym owners, personal trainers should help their own clients with their mindset coaching as well, right? With mindset coaching.
Absolutely. Yeah. And if you guys have any questions on it, look, I'm not trying to sell you my deal, but I really, just like Remy, would like to help save you time. A few of you reached out to me already. I have learned some things of work that work and don't work, but don't hesitate to find me on Facebook and ask me. We're part of a mastermind together. We grow together. So if you have any questions, reach out. I'll fill you in on what I did that sucked, what took me forever. And then now being on the other side where you have different options to add to people who come in your door. So, and I wish you guys the best of luck. Keep going with your business. You're changing and saving lives, period.
Exactly.
Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Bye.